Hi, welcome to HATV. I'm Paul Malkmus.
I'm Ann Malkmus.
And today we're going to make a pineapple celery slurry.
Slushy.
Slushy. Okay, slushy, slurry. It's similar, but you know, pineapples are so refreshing. And celery is pretty refreshing too.
And everybody likes to have a slush on a hot day.
And so we're going to combine the two. And this actually comes out of Julie Wandling's book.
Sure does. It's the Healthy for Him book.
And it's a great recipe, and that's a great recipe book. Now, pineapples are, of course, the foundation for this recipe. And Ann, you have a wonderful way of testing pineapples to see if they're ripe.
Well, one way, of course, people do it is they sniff it, make sure that it smells like fresh, ripe fruit. Another way that we've experienced, and it seems to be quite effective when we do it, is we go down to the very smallest tip of the leaf and we pull it. And that was hard to pull. Sometimes when they're ripe, actually when they're ripe, it's almost easy to pull it. Sometimes they just seem to fall out on my fingers. This one isn't quite as ripe because it took me a little bit to push it.
And so we wouldn't want to use this pineapple right now because it's not as ripe as it would be, and it's not going to be as sweet. So when it's riper, it's sweeter.
A couple of days, that's all it's going to take.
So we'd leave this sitting on the counter for a couple more days, and we'd test it again and make sure it was ripe.
Plenty of leaves left.
Now this pineapple we found in our store is ripe though, and we've sliced up half of it already, so we can do it. Now when people slice a pineapple, they'll know that there's a core in there, and a lot of people cut this core out and actually throw it away.
Well, it's hard to chew. It's hard. It's got a lot of fiber in it. It's very rough.
And so there's this core that's not the normal meat that people eat in pineapple, but when we make a smoothie, we usually throw that core in there. There's still a lot of nutrients, a lot of nutrition in there, and so that core, we don't waste it, we use it.
And if you have a real strong blender, it'll pulverize that just as easily as it does anything else.
So we take a half a pineapple with the core and all, and we just put it right in the blender, keeping our fingers out of the way, of course.
Real simple ingredients here. It doesn't take any time at all, but it does add a refreshing, kind of a blend of things. Pineapples
are one of my favorite fruits. I just love pineapples. In fact, you should have seen us before we started taping.
We like pineapple.
So we take the celery. We just have one stalk of celery, and we slice the celery up into a couple strips. And, you know, a smoothie wouldn't be complete without greens.
Well, let's do this first and see how it looks.
How it looks. You want any ice in there now?
Yeah, it wouldn't hurt.
Okay, so we'll put a half a cup of ice. All right.
Now, how pretty that is.
That looks gorgeous.
It's a gorgeous yellow, bright yellow color. It smells good, I'm sure.
Oh, it smells wonderful.
It does. And now that alone would be a wonderful treat for you to drink.
Yeah. You know, if you tasted this and it wasn't sweet enough, you just add a little bit of stevia in there, and that would work well.
Sweet enough for me.
I can't imagine it needing sweetener.
Really neat with the celery in it. Nice blend of flavors between them. But if you want to, this is something that most people would enjoy just by themselves. We happen to like a little more green with ours. Why do we put the green in?
Because greens are where the real nutrition is, and the dark leafy greens are the most nutritious. And here we have some dandelion greens, which are just, now dandelion greens are a little bitter.
They are.
So you wouldn't want to put a lot of dandelion greens in, because it could really mess up the smoothie.
Sure. That's probably enough. And you can add more if you choose to, because these are so rich in chlorophyll, vitamin K, other nutrients. What a great blend.
So we'll just blend that up for another minute. And you'll notice that you need to run this for a little while to get all those little green flakes out. So if you want it really pulverized, because we added the greens in after all the rest of the smoothie was made, we did need to run it a little longer.
Now it changed from a yellow to a very attractive lime green.
It's a beautiful lime green.
So it doesn't have the dark green look that some people are afraid of because they think it must have much too many greens in it. This is a beautiful color.
There we go.
Add a little thickness. That's what the ice did to it. So it thickened it just a little.
Made it nice and cool. And so we have a wonderful smoothie.
Slushy smoothie.
Slushy smoothie.
That's
I knew
right.
I'd get it wrong. That is really good.
Do you taste any dandelion in that?
No, none at all.
That's right.
None at all.
That's right.
You don't taste any of the dandelion. The celery comes through a little bit, and the pineapple, of course, there is a good, strong flavor.
For people that have sugar problems, this green will neutralize that sugar, so it will get into your bloodstream much slower than if you had not put the green in it. Something important for people with sugar concerns.
Give this a try and tell us what you think. This is AM and PM, and we'll see you next time on HATV.